All right, you guys ready to hear about medicinal mushrooms and how it can benefit your health on so many different layers and levels, and also helping with hormones? Well, my name is Shannon Wood. I've been a holistic nutrition coach for 26 years, mind body coach and trainer. And I've also been using medicinal mushrooms for over 20 years now. And if you looked at some of my previous videos, I talk about mushrooms quite a bit, but mushrooms in particular really not saved my life, but really enhanced my life when I had a dramatic illness many years ago. And since then, I have been just on this route of a massive mushroom lover, and they are a huge part of my life. And so I have been working with them for many years. I will also do some other videos on the spiritual aspect of mushrooms, because it's not just the health benefits, but there's a whole other realm of mushrooms. And I'm not talking about psilocybin or anything. I'm talking about the medicinal mushrooms in these videos, but how truly magical they are, and how there is a huge spiritual component that it helps with reshaping and creating a higher awareness for ourselves. And so there's just a world out there that is just being discovered by those of you, and then those of us that have been utilizing them for many years are finally so happy to see other people waking up to it. So this is a really part and part of the mushroom discovery, and that is, where and what type of mushrooms do you need to be looking for before you just search online and you go to purchase something on maybe Amazon or, whatever is marketed out there? Because there's a lot of mushrooms that are being marketed out there heavily right now. You'll hear them on the commercials and stuff, like to add them in with your coffee, or they're made with hot chocolate. But here's the thing, you guys. Number one that you need to know right off the gate is that mushrooms have to be organic in order for them to have the best potentiality for your health. Okay. And the reason why is mushrooms are a very amazing species. It's very different from a lot of plants out there, from, any type of trees or anything like that. Like, mushrooms are an entity in its own, and how amazing and, different they are is just, I feel like it's otherworldly. But with mushrooms in general, they will absorb everything in their environment. So what that means is that if you're getting a mushroom from online, you don't know where it's sourced from, and it's maybe, grown and sourced from a place or country that has a lot of pollution, has a lot of radiation, a lot of garbage, a lot of other things going on, those mushrooms are going to absorb absolutely all of that. And then whatever products you were taking in all of that. And so it's not really going to have a big effect on your health. You might see slight differences, but it's actually going to do a lot of other things as well. So it's very critical and very, very important that you look for organic sourced mushrooms, because that is the ultimate thing that you want to look for. And this is really important too, because I have to make a really big side note of somebody that has been working in this field and working with mushrooms for over 20 years, is that I've seen over and over again people coming to me and saying, well, I can't utilize, medicinal mushrooms because I'm allergic to mushrooms. But typically, I'm going to say this, it's very, 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 very rare that somebody's actually allergic to the mushrooms. They're actually allergic to the mushrooms that they've been buying in grocery stores. They're allergic to mushrooms that they've been buying elsewhere because of all the pollutions that it's been absorbing. And so once you have that first, awareness and knowledge, then you can most likely be assured that you are going to be able to have various mushrooms in other ways. So, and also medicinal mushrooms they're not just all grown on the ground. Like, they're grown on trees such as chaga. They're grown, in different areas. And so it's very different. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's very different than what people think. So making sure your mushrooms are organic is number one. The second thing is all the mushrooms that I'm going to be talking about in these next few videos is they're all so beneficial for your immune system. And this is a very big thing, is Mushrooms are immunomodulators. And this is so fascinating because I know a lot of people that say, you know what, I can't use anything that helps my immune system because I have an overactive immune system. Now, here's the thing is that if you have an underactive immune system or an overactive immune system, mushrooms are immunomodulators. So they're going to bring your immune system back into balance wherever it's at. So you can utilize it for many different types of illnesses. You can utilize it for many different chronic illnesses, which you need to use in a lot higher doses. There's so much more scientific studies and research out there that is showing the benefits of this. Like many years ago, prior to a lot of the research that was done at the time, I was seeing the results with a lot of people that were just coming to me and telling me what they have seen in regards to the healing benefits with a lot of devastating diseases that they had. And I've seen them be able to heal their bodies through utilizing very high doses of medicinal mushrooms. So, I mean, the healing benefits of them are very endless. And they're just something that I just love to talk about. So now getting into hormones and how mushrooms can help you with hormones, ladies. So if you are in perimenopause or menopause, the one thing that a lot of women tend to start to talk about a lot is how they have a lot of hot flashes at night and a lot of, just sleepless nights because of the hot flashes. And one of the most beautiful mushrooms that you can utilize for this is the Reishi mushroom. And not only does it help with your immune system and also can help with your hot flashes, but a lot of the time with women entering perimenopause, menopause, the reason why a lot of our symptoms can be severe is because for most people that have this, they had a long-term lifestyle of chronic stress or trauma. And the reason that is a factor is because our kidneys are taking a toll. So on top of our kidneys is our adrenal glands. So they're two little walnut-shaped organs on top of our kidneys. And this is our adrenaline. And so when we have years and years of stress and we're not doing anything to support the adrenals, then that will affect other areas of our life and our body. So our kidneys, obviously, and Chinese medicine, kidneys is what we store the energy, the emotional energy of fear, trauma, and the adrenals are what's, taking the brunt of this as well. And then again, when we're having long-term effects of this, then we will have thyroid issues, we will have a domino effect of other hormonal issues. And so once we enter perimenopause and years of stress and we didn't do anything, we're going to have a lot stronger symptoms during that time. So even if you're in your 20s watching this, I'm telling you, it's really important to have a system in place to start to have something that you can balance out stress. Either that's meditation, having different herbs and supplementation such as mushrooms in order to help calm the mind. So mushrooms, the reishi mushroom, will help with helping you sleep at night and will help with calming the mind as well. So that's another thing I'm going to get into in 1 second here, but it will help with your hot flashes. So you might have to take more depending on how severe it is. You can double dose definitely with the mushrooms. It's not going to hurt you. Mushrooms are more like a food as opposed to like a supplement, like say vitamin C, which we definitely need vitamin C. But if you have a certain amount, you take too much vitamin C, then you'll end up having to go to the bathroom because you have diarrhea. So mushrooms don't have that same effect. So I would suggest you can start with the reishi. The second thing is calming the mind. So we have that monkey mind at night where we have that chatter that's just going so overboard and we feel so stressed out sometimes with everything that's going on in our life or maybe the world. And taking reishi will calm the mind. And the great part of that is that you can take that during the day because it's not going to make you physically tired. It just calms that chatter down so that you can relax. And at the same time, giving you the benefit of helping with immune system and helping with kidneys, because reishi is an amazing kidney detoxifier as well. So really good with kidney health and has been linked to that. Now, on a very big other side note too, is that there's many different types of mushrooms when you're out there looking around. So again, there is extractions, there is alcohol extraction ones, there's powder, there's capsules, and you're thinking, okay, which one do I use? Again, I'm not a fan of alcohol extractions. The mushrooms that I've been utilizing for many, many years is organic, and it's powder or capsule. So it's not, and it's actually the full mushroom. So they use the full life cycle of the mushroom. I am in Canada, so that's where I get mine. And I know that they're organic. I know that their facility is absolutely amazing. Like I've dealt with them for so long that I fully trust, and I've seen the results within my body and so many other people and so many clients that I know, and I'm very, very, very strongly know that it's a wonderful company, and like my belief system is fully there. So full trust. I guess that's the word I was looking for. It's early in the morning, guys. So that's one thing. The other thing is for a lot of women that tend to have lower energy, maybe your testosterone levels have dropped, you're just feeling more lethargic. One of the other beautiful mushrooms that you can utilize is Cordyceps. And so I've spoke on this in many other videos as well, but not predominantly on the sole topic of hormones. And Cordyceps have been utilized for thousands and thousands of years. They actually were predominantly only for the hands of emperors in China. And so it was only for the absolute elites because they knew the benefits of Cordyceps. So really helping with endurance and energy, but also really good for supporting the adrenals as well. So again, needing that with this day and age of stress and overburdens of so many things that's going on in our life, that Cordyceps may be a really big benefit to you as well. And another thing that Cordyceps is really good is for lungs, so lung health and helping to clean out the lungs. So again, making sure it's organic. Where is it being sourced from? What are you, where are you getting it at? I wouldn't just go to a little shop and grab some. You need to do some digging and figure it out. And again, looking online, where there's a lot of people out there, a lot of companies that have big marketing budgets. And so you think because you're seeing this particular maybe name around all the time that it's good, you really need to do some digging to make sure where they are sourced from and if they are organic. So you want to do you can do the Cordyceps earlier on in the day, because I find that it provides me with more energy as it's supporting my adrenals. And then I like to do the reishi before bed. And again, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're somebody that wakes up at 2 or 3 in the morning, that's a really good opportunity too. You can take the reishi, and this is how fast it works, you guys. You take that, and then within 15, 20 minutes, then I will notice that it kicks in and my mind starts to relax and I can fall back asleep. Now, dosing is different too, depending on each person. And if you have chronic illnesses, or if you, just have, some sleep issues, or if you have big sleep issues. For me, I need to take a lot more, because I find that I really have had sleep issues with a lot of stressful events that were going on in my personal life. And so I was always waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning. And so I found that was making a really big difference. And so with the ones that I'm taking in one capsule, it's 400 milligrams, and I'll take probably 3 capsules of that in the middle of the night. And I find that works great. Cordyceps, you can do 2 to 3 capsules. If you have infections or anything like that, I shouldn't say infections, I should say like a more chronic illness like kidney, you can do way more. And again, like there's people out there that have a lot of big illnesses that, I'm not going to go into in this video, but they do a lot more in order to help with their immune system and helping with the illness. So it just absolutely depends on each person, how you feel. Children, absolutely safe for children. So my son definitely gets mushrooms. He gets a combo of a bunch of mushrooms, especially throughout the fall and winter, so that it helps to keep his immune system up and he stays healthy and he stays strong. And I know a lot of teachers really find that they work as well when you have the combo of them. So that's just another added benefit. So kids, one of the other good things too on my last note here is that medicinal mushrooms, if they are the genuine good quality ones, won't interfere with pharmaceutical drugs as well. So anyways, this is just one of the few videos that I'm going to do on this topic. This one is on hormones for Reishi and Cordyceps. Join me on the next one where I'm going to speak on chaga and the absolute beyond amazing benefits. And my future one, again, I'm going to go deep into lion's mane and how it absolutely healed my body 20 years ago when I was partially paralyzed. Talk to you in the next video.